Hi all, this is Carmen, and it's been a while that I made a video, but in this video I'm going to show you a project that I've made. And I've used this paper that I hoarded for a long time, and I think I have to use more of my hoarded paper. So this is Temperia Time. It's an illusion scrapbooking paper, and I love this paper. It's awesome. So this is the paper that I've used. And what did I make? I've was inspired by someone on YouTube. I will put the link in the description box below. I can't come up with the name, but you can look it up below in the description box. And it's kind of stacked envelopes, and with a folio theme, I think. And yeah, I'm going to show you what I've done. This is the one that I've made, and yeah, it looks like this. It's the back, the sides, and yeah. So these are all stacked envelopes, and on the sides I've used tape from Tim Holtz fabric, so you can't see any paper. So it's all covered by this, each envelope. So the closure is a clasp that I had in my stash, and I've used some rope and in the matching color with some trim on here. And yeah, I ruffled up the endings and put some iron around it, and yeah, it looks like this, so it won't fray anymore. This is enough. Yeah. And yeah, that's that one. You can open it like this, and then it looks like this. And on here there's a clasp with some labels, and those are labels from Tim Holtz dies. Not all, but this one and this one, and this one is another one from Tim Holtz, but that's a big size die. And this one is these from this set of Tim Holtz collector. So yeah, that's that. And I use rub-ons on there, and yeah, I love these. Nice. Okay, these are all envelopes that I've used, and this is a flip with cardstock, but I will tell you later what's the meaning of that. On the front there's a tiny envelope that I made into two parts, and I put a pocket on top of here. I used numbers in here. It's number 2. Some tickets I've used, and these are from my stash, and this one is from the paper Eternity is in Love with the Productions of Time, and that I put on this paper clip that I rusted. And on the side there's a pocket, and I put in an envelope with a card. And these are all the paper that's from Temperia. You can tuck it in like this on the side, so if you do it right. Yeah. Okay, that's that one. You can close it like this and open it this way. And over here there's an envelope that I've made with the Tim Holtz die. This one also that I've used, and I put on the tiny label with some rub-ons from Tim Holtz. So yeah, I love those. Cool. And I made a belly band and put the number 8 on there and a rub-on received, and then you can tuck it in like this. And this one is a flap. Now I call it a flap. I put a piece of paper and put it in another envelope, and I flapped it all over the other envelopes. I don't know how to explain it, but this is a Tim Holtz doll, big doll, and this is a card, timed card, also Tim Holtz. And yeah, this is also a die from Tim that I've used. I put on the number 5, and this one is from this one, the collector, the same as I used these and these, yeah, dies from. I love it. And yeah, you open it like this, and this you see later on, and then you open it like this, and over here again there's a die from Tim Holtz. Which one? An older one. That's this one, Gearhead, and I use the corner on here. And I think the paper is so beautiful that it doesn't need much, so I put in this tag that I've got from the old design shop. So that's that, and you can tuck it in like this. And as you can see, I've used the tape from Tim Holtz on there. I think, yeah, this one that I've used on here on the inside. I love those. Nice stuff. And I also used washi on there because this is also the fabric tape. As you can see, this fabric tape, and I covered it all. And then you have this one, and it's also an envelope, and it comes all from the behind of the folio. So that's that one. I've used paper from Tim Holtz. This is Stamperia paper. This is washi tape from Tim Holtz, and this is again a piece of paper, craft paper, and that I embossed with this one, and that's the numbered embossing folder 3D. It's cool. I like it. I love it. I like it. Yeah, whatever. But then I put in this vintage envelope that I've got from Esme, and I put in a card, and on top of here there's a postal stamp that I've got from Leonie. So thank you, Leonie, that I've used in here. I put some rub-ons on here. That's Tim Holtz, a number 6, a die that I have in my stash. And yeah, and you can tuck it in like this on this side or this side, you can choose. So that's that. And when you open it, you have this side that I've covered with the paper. I've used this frame, and that's also a Tim Holtz one, a 3D impress lit, and it's the floral frame that I've used. I don't think you can buy these anymore. Maybe there's a shop that has it in his stack, or has it available. There are maybe some shops who have those, but this is awesome. Look, I've colored it with my crayons, and put behind again the piece of craft paper that I embossed with the numbered 3D embossing folder. Yes, put a butterfly on there, tucked some papers behind there. This is Tim Holtz ephemera. This is a nice tiny envelope that I've got from Esme. I put a card in there, and I put documented from my stash on here, and the number 3. So that's that. And on top of here, I've used a die that makes slits or slots, don't know how it's called. Oh, and put this card on here from the paper that says "Time is an illusion." This watch I had in my stash, I put on here, and you can tuck in papers like this. So, and this opens this way, this envelope. On the inside you have this space, and I put on a butterfly and time, and this piece of the paper, and this tag that I've used with the number 4 on there. You can tuck it in like this, and this is again also a lettering guide from Tim Holtz. I put a tab on here and stamped it with Tim Holtz stamp, and yeah, you can tuck it in. Here again you see the fabric tape that I love, and yeah, it also makes it very sturdy. On the side you have again an envelope that I've used, and I made it into 2 parts, and it looks like this for so like, yeah, and this is a see-through, so you can see here the phrase, and live to be the show and gaze of the time. And yeah, put again, this is I made myself a postal stamp with a butterfly on there and some stamps, and this is a time, yeah, do you call it a time ticket? You can clock, yeah, your working time. And yeah, this is paper that I have, that's from Stamperia, I think. Yeah, very nice. You can tuck this one under here like this, and you open it like this, and over here I've used again some slits, the die that I have, I think it's from KS Craft on Ellie. I put this butterfly on here, and this is a Tim Holtz card tag, and this is again a nice vellum envelope that I have, and from Esme. I put on the special delivery, that's again a Tim Holtz die. It's this one, special delivery, yeah, and yeah, you can tuck it in like this. And in this one I have this postal card, and on top of here there's a phrase, that's the see-through over here, so I put it on like that. And over here again there's a postal stamp, and that I've made, and it tucked behind this ephemera. And yeah, the paper is so beautiful that it doesn't need much. So that's that one, and then you open it like this, and then you can flap this one to this side. And yeah, this is the professor, the stamp there from Tim Holtz that I've used, and this is also a Tim Holtz one, and I made this this tag, this label, and it says field notes, and I put on some butterflies that I've got from Artimaze. It's a freebie, and I made it 3D. I used a tiny one and a larger one. I colored this one with my crayons, and yeah. And under here there's a tuck space, that's this stamp from Tim Holtz. Also Tim Holtz, this belongs to the professor. And time I had a mustache and I put it behind there. So, and here is again a pocket with a time card and a tag from the paper from Stamperia. And then you can put it in like this. This one is going down like this. This one you can put behind this one. And this one is again a tuck spot. And then this one goes like that. Yes! Over here, I've used the butterfly. That's also a Tim Holtz one. The Okay, my Tim Holtz one. I put a label on top of here and a tiny pin. And yeah, it says number 861. I've adjusted the colors of the butterfly, and this is an empress lid and butterfly. Again, awesome thing. Look how detailed this one is. Used also my crayons on here, and this is also a Tim Holtz one. The frame knot is from a stash. The ribbons are Tim Holtz. This is also from a 3D folder from Tim. And yeah. And this is the die that I've used. And it's the stitched slots. Yeah. So I put in all kinds of tiny ephemera, like this one, the ticket, this one with the ribbon, yeah, this one, this frame you can use, and yeah, it's all tucked in like this. This one goes on top of here, and this one on top of here. So identification, it says a number. That's a ribbon again, and then you can open this one. This is yeah, this is made from a folder, yeah, that I have, and yeah, on this side I made a tuck space for these tags, and this is a flap that I made to and a slot, and this is a Tim Holtz doll, and you can tuck this tag behind here, behind the gentleman, and this is a an envelope, CD envelope that I've used, and I put in yeah, a piece of the paper with this one on top of here, and this is the fabric tape, and that I put on, and I put on a ribbon. So it's I love the ribbons, they're cool. This is also a ribbon. Yeah, I sprayed it with all kinds of inks and sprays from Tim Holtz. So that behind here, and there are some tags, and this is also Tim Holtz, and yeah, and on here there's the lovely paper. I love this, it's cool. And then you can, I hope you can see it, you can open it like this, and here we have another space. I didn't do anything with this. I didn't want to get it too thick, so it can't close anymore. So I put this tag here behind here. Eternity is in love with the productions of time, it says. And again, I put here a slot, a slit, or how you call it, with again a tag and another label that I had in my stash. So that's that. And then I'll put this back. We have here I made it into a tiny yeah, journal. You can journal on this, and I printed all kinds of paper. This one I've scanned, and I've used some paper, digital paper that I have, piano paper, yeah, digital paper, digitals that I've scanned, this one also, and yeah, a tiny booklet it is. And on here I put this paper. I didn't do anything. You can do it. Yeah, maybe I'm going to use it, but I don't know. I can put something on here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And it says guaranteed strictly high grade. And this is again, this is some wallpaper from Tim Holtz that I've used, and I put on the rub-on. So this is going to be closed like this, like, oh, this one is going like this now, and you can close it with the seam binding. Yeah, and then this one will be going up, and you can close it like this. That's that one. Lovely. I love this one. And then you close it. This one, this envelope. Then you take this one, and then this one, and then this one. This goes over here, and this one like this, and then you have your closure. Or I have my closure, and we'll take it and tuck it in like this. Yep, close the thing, and then we're done. So this is, yeah, I don't know how it's going to be called. Stacked envelope, folio, something like that. But I loved it. I will put the link in the description box from the person who inspired me to make this one. And yeah, until the next video, thank you for watching, and bye bye.